Hello and welcome back to another episode of Voice of the Rings. Alright, on this episode we're going to cover some more monster play, and we're going to talk about the BlackArrow, Urukai. Alright, again, I'm not very high rank on the monster player creatures. Forgive me, I'm more of a Freep player, as we know, and these are the creep side. But I have played, I am rank 1 on him at least, which means I have got some points on there. And we're going to talk about this real quick. Please, too, guys, if you'd like and subscribe to the video, even if you enjoy it and just watch the first few minutes just to learn a little bit, it helps me out because then other people can see it. So it really helps. So anyway, let's talk about the Urukai BlackArrow. Alright, so again, you can change your skins as you rank up and stuff, which is kind of cool, right? Move this out of the way. Alright. These guys are pretty cool. These are basically the ranged archers of the army of Sauron. This is basically the guys that killed Boromir. Because in the actual book, it's many Urukai shooting him, right? Alright. So, let's do it. So again, we have our crude map of Gramsfoot, which is just basically a teleport back to Grams. You can upgrade this with higher rank and stuff, leveling in the game. You also have your March out of combat movement speed, which pretty much every creep has. It's really nice so they can get around the map. Free peoples usually have hunters that give their whole fellowship or raid movement speed, which is kind of nice. So we're going to test some shots here. So we've got Cut, which is a fast melee skill. This is a ranged skill, AoE in front of you. And it does a certain amount of 11,000 orc craft damage, orc type damage. Right, 3 targets. Pretty nice, pretty nice. We got Gash, another melee attack, a deep cutting strike. Basically a single target in front of you. It's a close range ability. We'll test it on the slug when it's closer. No, you don't. Immediate skill, range skill, 40 meters. Seeing a ranged opponent preparing an assault, you take careful aim and disrupt their attempts. Interrupts induction. So if you see an enemy lore master, hunter doing an induction where they're going to cast a big spell or something, you could shoot this at him and it'll interrupt it, and that's start from over, right? So it's really cool for that. And then we've got Strong Pull, which is your basic shot, 2-second cooldown, basically hits one target. Yep, that's about it. You got Screaming Shafts. This is loose several arrows carved and howling, they fly through the air. 3 attacks basically in one. 10-second cooldown, 1.5 second duration, induction to shoot at ranged 40 meters. This is a lot like the Hunter's Swift Bow ability. It's basically the same thing. They even have this similar picture on it. Flaming Arrow. This is one of the most frustrating things I have ever dealt with on the Freep side. And you are all chuckling if you are original monster player or PvP zones, because you know exactly what I'm talking about. Yes, you do. When these guys will just stack 10 of these on you, and you're walking away like, well, I'm dead. And they're just, the creeps kind of just chuckle and laugh as you burn and die if you're all by yourself. So, you'd have to, like, remove all the wounds. They've upgraded both sides to have abilities to remove multiple wounds, but still, you get enough of these on you. They fire a tripped arrow, which will continue to burn the target after landing. It does 8,000 something to 12,000 damage, and does the same amount of damage every 2 seconds for 20 seconds, and it's 15-second cooldown. So you can basically keep it on someone indefinitely, if they're close enough. Hindering Shot, 1 target, a shaft aimed to slow the movement of your quarry. Orc type damage 15, 40% reduction in movement speed, 15 seconds, 5-second cooldown. Also really strong. Death Blossom. Max 5 targets. You release several arrows in quick succession, hitting multiple foes around your target. This is a lot like Hail of Arrows. Or is it Rain of Arrows? Hail of Arrows, I believe, with the Hunter. And then Moving Targets. You can better evade attacks of your foes for a short period of time. You buff yourself, you get 50% evasion, 25% additional evasion against ranged, 75 for 15 seconds, a 1 minute 30-second cooldown. It's an amazing skill. It's a pain in the butt. Black arrows are really annoying. So let's see some abilities here, right? So let's do our basic shot. Strong Pull. And then let's see, this is our Screaming Shafts, right? There we go. We got our Fire Shot. Another target's on fire. Here's our melee cut. Here's our melee gash ability. Alright, we've got No You Don't, which is a ranged one. Basically, it's a roar, actually. It's not even an arrow. You just roar at them and they stop, apparently. And then we have Hinder Shot. shoot that, so now he's really slow, so I can kind of run away as he tries to desperately get to me, and he's on fire. This brings back wonderful memories on the free people side. And then we can do this, so we can kind of shoot, and I don't believe they can shoot any of these while they're moving. I'm not sure if they might be able to get certain upgrades to do that, like hunters. I don't think they can, but they might be able to. See, this comes where my lack of knowledge in this. I will link articles about this class from the wiki on this video, so check them out below too. Okay, so don't take, like, most of the stuff I'm telling you I know is correct, but there's probably some info that I could be adding on that I just don't know because I haven't played this side as much. Okay, let's do a little more testing here. Watch this when I use this evade thing. Parry. Parry. Block. They just basically can't hit me. Evade. Evade. It's a really strong ability. And by the way, here's the Death Blossom. Shoot in the air, and everything around him would have taken, 5 targets would have taken damage if he had even close, but no one was. So basically the rain or hail of arrows. So that's basically the Black Arrow in a nutshell, Uruk-hai Archer. Thanks so much, you guys, for joining us for this episode. I'm not quite sure why emotes don't seem to be working. Can I use any emotes? Let's see. Agree. There we go. He agrees. He agrees. He agrees. And I will see you in the next episode of Voice of the Rings. Please don't forget to click the subscribe button here and share with everyone and like the video. And up there's a playlist for the next episode in the video. And right there is our main playlist. So you guys have a wonderful day in Middle-earth. And I'm your hosting guide, Zolan Ironshield. See you in the next one.